Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much to my subscribers. Welcome newcomers. I hope you like what you see, and if so, be part of this journey with me by hitting that subscription button where it says subscribe. It's free, everything is free. Hit that bell notification for new uploads when I do the new uploads. And please give a thumbs up on the video. It's very important to have the video circulate. That's how YouTube recognizes when the video is pretty good to launch it as much as they can. Thank you so much, everybody. So I just uploaded the kocher for coffee cups or glasses. I would use mostly like crystal glass on this because it's such a high-end bling, if you want to put it that way. I have the table table mat, if you want to call it, the centerpiece, and the placemat, or just doilies. Decorate any area of your home or as beautiful gifts for Christmas. And of course, the little kochers. So I made it special this time. I put some ribbon on it, which I bought at the dollar store, if you want to put it that way, but you can buy it at Dollar Tree or whatever is near you. A couple of cents, you get a nice little roll to decorate. And it's got, I know my camera doesn't do justice at all, but it's got a little bit of bling on there too. So it's got that shiny little look, and it's more translucent, so it's lighter than the royal blue that I've used, which is this one. 100% cotton 4-ply, and this big roll is 80% cotton, 20% fibers, also a 4-ply. Now with the silver, it doesn't have a size. It's smaller than the other ones by a bit, but it makes no difference. I use a bigger hook to get the same length as the other stitch. So we'll need that. Of course, the ribbon. I also have a little bobby pin to get the ribbon go through the loops on the stitch. Hook number 3 or 3.4, 3.5 or 4. It's up to you, whatever type of yarn you're using. And a hot glue gun just to glue the little edge on the ribbon, and a little needle or hook for tucking in loose ends, and a pair of scissors. I must have it somewhere here. Okay. And of course, a pair of scissors. So this will be part 2 and the final part. I won't do the big table centerpiece because it's the same thing as the small one. The only difference is adding on the rows, which I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 rows. So I went up to 15 rows, and I did 3 rows of the royal blue. Okay, this one I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 rows, and only 2 rows of the royal blue. With the small one, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 rows, and only 1 row with the royal blue, which I'll leave the link for some of you that might just fall into the second part. I'll leave the link to the first one in the description box. My Instagram is also there. You can follow me through Instagram through there just by clicking on the button to the Instagram. You can write to me through message through there also. And we are going to get started. Very simple, very economic, and very fast to create. With the centerpiece, you can make even a tablecloth. It would look gorgeous, stunning. And of course, you can use whatever colors you'd like. Okay, so as you can see, I did 4, a set of 4. So you can do as many as you like. This is for a gift for my beautiful sister-in-law. She's having her birthday next week, I believe, or the week after. And this is going to be a nice set for her already for her birthday and for Christmas. So happy birthday, Dee. Much love to you. I hope you're going to love this. I know this is your absolute favorite color. So I hope you're going to like this set. Thank you, everybody. Let's get started. I also want to mention that if you find the videos too fast for you, just right up top on the right hand corner, there's 3 little buttons. You can click there and slow down the video to your liking. Right next to it, there's the CC, which is a closed caption. The letters will appear down here as I'm talking. You can take notes, pause the video, take notes, and follow through there. Now, of course, when I upload, the CC doesn't appear right away because YouTube needs to recognize the language and, of course, program the letters to show up as I'm speaking. So it can take a few minutes, but don't worry, the CC will appear on there because I had a comment on the other video that the CC wasn't working, but it takes a few minutes before it's recognized by YouTube, okay? So we're going to get started, people. So the first thing you want to do is you want to do your magic circle. So you would turn once, just like that. So easy. Some people still having a very hard time with it when it's very, very simple. So get your thread into position, or your yarn, whatever you're using, and do chain 3. Inside of this magic circle, we're going to do 11 more double crochets because chain 3 is equal to a double crochet. So we're going to have a total of 12 double crochets inside of this magic circle. And then we're going to close it in on a 3rd space with a slip stitch. I'll meet you at the end. See if I can take out a bit of the coloring on here because it whitens out too much. Okay, so we're going to go into the last chain here with a slip stitch. Now I call it the walk. I'm going to walk over to the next double crochet with a single and 2 chains. That would equal a double crochet. On the same space, we're going to do another double crochet. So this row is 2 double crochets per space until the end. So you're going to have a total of 24 double crochets. This is row 2. So very simple, 2 double crochets per space. I'll meet you at the end. Remember that when you are doing the last one, the one that we skipped with the chain, we must come and do 2 inside of there also. The reason why I go over 1 space because I don't want a huge mark of chain stitch going up. That's why I alternate and go and not leave that space there open. So I'm going to go over again. Okay, so we just closed with the slip stitch. I'm going to go walk into the next one, do a single and 2 chains. Okay, on the same space, double crochet. Now this time we're going to have 1 double crochet alone. Next space, 2 together. Next space, 1 alone. Next space, 2 double crochets together on the same space. This is row 3. So I'll meet you at the end. Okay, so we're going into row 4. 1, 2, 3. I've closed in with a slip stitch. I'm going to do the walk to the next space with a single and 2 double crochets. Okay. I just want to show you from now on how we're going to do it. So we are in row 4, 1, 2, 3, and 4. So we're going to start creating groups of 4 double crochet with 1 chain separation between them. Okay. So very, very simple. So we're going to do 1 double crochet, next space 1 double crochet, and on the last space here we're going to do 2 together. One chain separation, next space 1 double crochet, next space 1 double crochet, and next space 2 together. So we're creating groups of 4 double crochet. Let me just lower my light here. This is crazy. 1 chain, next space, 1 double crochet, next space, 1 double crochet, and next space, double crochet, and on the same space another one together. So we're creating 2 alone with 2 together, 1 chain separation, but we're not skipping anything underneath. So 1 chain directly into the next space, 1 double crochet, 2 double crochet, and on the third one we're adding 1 more on the same space. So we're going to be doing it this way until row 11. We're always going to do a chain, and we're always going to do an increase at the end of the last double crochet. Okay, so I'll meet you at the end. Try to adjust my collar here. Okay, so we're going up chain 2 for some, chain 3 for others, depending upon your stitch. For people that have a very tight stitch, do chain 3, and for people that have very loose stitch, do chain 2. Okay, so 1 double crochet per each, third double crochet. Now remember, on the last one, like I mentioned, we're going to do 2 together, so we are increasing 1 chain separation, and into the next one, double crochet, next space, double crochet, that's 2, third space, double crochet, that's 3, and on the fourth one we're adding 1 more on the same space, so that's 5. So we're going to continue to proceed this way, keep adding always 1 on the end until the 11th row. Okay, there's no point in me recording until the 11th row when it's proceeded constantly the same way. So you know you're going to close in with slip stitch, chain 2 or chain 3, and then 1 per space, and on the last one we're going to add 2 together. So instead of 5 double crochet, the next row is 6 double crochet, the next row is 7 double crochet, the next row 8 double crochet, until we meet on the 11th row. Okay, so I'll meet you at row 11. I'm just going to reconfirm it again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11, which is the one that I have the ribbon on. Okay, so I'll meet you at the end of row 11. You can cut your thread. I'm going into the silver right after that. Okay, everyone, so I pretty much did my 11th row. Okay, I've cut my thread, I've tucked in everything. I'm going to come on any where we have the squares here with a half double crochet. Try to hide my thread here at the same time. I'm going to do that twice. We're going to do 2 half double crochets in the space here of the square where we have 1 chain. Next space, half, and half. So this whole row all the way around will be half double crochet. The only thing is when we come to the space of the squares, we do 2 inside. So very simple, nothing to it. 1 half double crochet per space. Coming into the center space here, 2 half double crochets on the same space. It's going to be like that until the end. Okay, everyone, so what I did was I didn't cut my thread. I left it on there on my last slip stitch. So I don't have to keep cutting, but if you want to cut it, you can cut it. And then you're just going to have to keep going as we go with the rows. So on the same place that I did the slip stitch in, I'm doing a single. I'll have to move this so you're going to have a hard time to see the stitch. Oops, must not pull on this one. and try to hide my thread here at the same time. Now, I know it's easier to cut and to restart, but I'm just going to do it this way. So single, 2 chains. Inside of the same space here, I'm going to do 7 double crochets. So we're creating the seashell. So 2, 4, 5. I got to make sure that I'm not grabbing these. Okay. So I have 2, 4, 6, one more, 7. And I'm going to skip 1, 2 on the 3rd space, single. I'm going to skip again, 1, 2 on the 3rd space, 7 seashells. So this row will be very simple like that. We're just skipping 2 space and creating it on the 3rd space. So we have 2, 4, 5, 6, and 7 double crochet. Again, skip 1, 2 on the 3rd space, single, and again 1, 2 on the 3rd space, 7 double crochet. So very simple, people, nothing to it. We're going to do this all the way around. I'm going to continue mine, and then I'll meet you back at the end again. Okay, you guys, so I pretty much finished. Did my slip stitch, and if you remember, I left my silver behind it, right? So now I'm going to leave the blue, and if you want, you can cut yours off and then come back when we do the next row. I'm going to leave mine. I'm just going to pull onto my silver here. Okay. And I'm going to come inside where I have the single over here without pulling my blue, of course. Let's hope I don't pull it. I'm going to do a single and 2 chain. I'm going to come back and do another double crochet. I'm going to do 1 chain and 2 more double crochet on the same space, like that. I think I best put the black one here so you can see. Now I gotta put my blue back there. I'm gonna do chain 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. For some of you that your stitch is too wide or too large, do 6 instead. Go with the flow. Okay, I'm going to come back into the single again and do the 4 double crochets. 2, 1 chain, and 2 more on the same space of the single. Okay, so this row is going to be like this all the way around. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Of course, I'm sure if this thread of the silver was thicker, I'd probably do only 6. But because it's a thin one, I will be doing the 7 chain. Okay, so we're going to repeat this all the way around until the end. Okay. Okay, everyone, so I pretty much finished all the silver. I did cut the thread this time because it gets a little bit more complicated as the rows go up. So I'm just going to pull my blue one in the center of the 4 double crochets, and I'm going to do 1, 2, 3 chain, coming back in. I'm creating again my 7 double crochets. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7. So I did my 7. Now I'm going to count 1, 2, 3 on the 4th double crochet. I'm closing it in with a single. Again, oops, let's do 1 chain. Sorry about that, people. 1 chain, sorry, and closing it in. 1 chain, coming back into the center of the 4 double crochets here, and creating the 7 double crochets again. So very simple. So we have our 7, 1 chain, and I'm coming 1, 2, 3. If your stitch is too loose, then don't do any chains, okay? These are mostly for the people that have very tight stitch, like myself. Now, if you find that it's too loose for some of you, then if you don't have to do that 1 chain, then you go directly into the center here. Of course, my hands are getting slippery when they get tired. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Then you'd count again 1, 2, 3 on the 4th space. Okay, and then that's it. You continue from there, and then you can cut your thread at the end, because the last row is half double crochets and picot in the center. And 7. Count 1, 2, 3 on the 4th double crochet. And this is how it looks. So this is the last one of the blue. If you want to continue up, then you just continue to repeat the same thing as we've been doing. So I'll meet you at the end of my blue. Okay, everyone, so I pretty much finished my blue. Coming back into my silver. Slip stitch knot. And I'm going to do on the back loop only, grabbing back loops, starting already from the first one here. Whoops. Okay, back loop only, and doing half. Trying to hide my thread at the same time. This thread is a little bit tricky because it's almost like a satin. And then again, coming into the back loop, single, half a double crochet, sorry. I know it looks like single, but it's not. Half. So I did 1, 2, 3 on the 4th one, on the 4th double crochet. I'm going to do a half double crochet and 1, 2, 3 chain. I'm going to do the picot, so I'm coming back in here, closing it with a single, and again half double crochet, 1, 2, 3, and on this one too, which is right before the single, and 4. On top of the single, I'm doing a single, and then going back to do half double crochet right after. 1, 2, 3, and on the 4th one, half double crochet and 1, 2, 3 chain, and doing the peacock, closing it in with a single. Okay, so pretty much done with all of the edging. Now if you want to put the ribbon on, I had already shown on the kocher, but you put a bobby pin right at the edge. Very simple, nothing to it. And you'd come and come under, like, anyway, you can grab any one for that matter, but I'm going to start here. And you need to have it all fixed all, oops, on the same, pull too much through it. Make sure that when you're going through that you have it faced properly the same way, or you're going to be all twisted. So I'm going to skip 2 spaces and come into the next one. So simple, people, nothing to it at all. So like I said, make sure that you have it properly before you close in on anything. Oops, and I just pulled it right through it. Okay, let me just fix this here. Okay, so again, skip 2 double crochets, or as many spaces as you would like your ribbon to appear. So if you want more ribbon to show up, then you can skip 3 spaces instead of 2. I'm going to do only 2, but you know, choice is up to you. And always make sure that you line it up properly before you have it all twisted. So skip 2. And don't pull too much on it, or else it's going to come out on this side. Okay, so not hard at all, very simple to do. And on this one here, so I've skipped those the 2 here. So as you can see, I have 1, 2. So I'm just doing the same thing when it comes to the corners here. Actually, no, I skipped 1 and went into the next one. Skip 2. Get this right. And into the next one. Now when you come to the edge, the ending here, you're just pretty much going to, once you get here, okay, let's say you're coming to the end here, so you're going to have them, just show you here quick because it's going to take too much memory on my cell phone to be doing all of this. So let's say you're at the end over here. All right, let's say this is your ribbon. Well, then you just overlay, and I've pulled too much already. Anyway, you can pull it through the back too, like that. And you just overlay and hot gun glue it at the little edge here. Put on top firmly, you know, nothing that is properly. Hot gun glue over it, and that's it, and you're pretty much done. Okay, so I thank you so much, everybody. Another thing I wanted to mention, I must have it somewhere. So if you want to make the little extra, so I made this little bow tie out of it, and I put a little sequence bling bling on it. So if you want to put it anywhere, just to give it that little extra touch, you can put this little ribbon like that, a little bow tie, or here, anywhere you want it. That's if you want to. If you don't want to, you don't have to. You could also hot gun glue it anywhere, just a little drop, doesn't need that much. And you have a beautiful little bow tie with a little bling bling on it. So I think that makes it very pretty sophisticated. Choice is up to you. I will decide to see if I'm going to put it. I mean, it looks so pretty no matter where you put it, you see. Okay, so this does it for this tutorial, everyone. It's very simple. Just continue on now with your ribbon and just put a little bit of glue at the edge, and we're pretty much done. Thank you so much, everybody. Until next time, And please give a thumbs up and please share and let me know what you think about this new creation with the ribbon. Okay, thank you so much, everyone. Take care. Bye bye.